In the 14th century, Europe descended into a mini ice age. Temperatures fell. Floods engulfed the coasts, driving people inland, drowning animals. Glaciers expanded, icebergs moved south. The northern seas grew treacherous. From Greenland to the Baltic, Christian colonists abandoned their homes and retreated south. Christendom shrank. Hilltop farms and marginal lands were deserted. Exceptional winters devastated the poor.
The peasants who work for us wear themselves out in all weathers and offer themselves up to servile tasks, scorned by their masters and burdened without end.
Across the land, a new kind of affliction. Winters the cold of which was never known, not for 1,000 years. To bind the poor, the lowliest sort, in mourning and in care, to kill their cattle and bear the land so fast, no horror left us e'er so like a ghost.
Worse was to come. Glacial winters were followed by rotten summers and by famine. Across Europe, harvests failed. Barns built to be filled by the year's produce were left empty. But this disaster was just a warning. The weather grew worse. A chronicler described the consequences.
In the year of our Lord 1315, famine arose in the land, as if God were displeased with our statutes. The summer rains abounded to such a degree that the corn could not ripen, nor had bread any longer such power to nourish or such essential virtue as it usually has, because the grain got none of the benefits of the rays of summer sun. Therefore, as this hunger came to grip the whole land, mortality followed. Ordinary meats, indeed, any lawful to eat, grew too costly. Horseflesh was too pricey for some, who stole fat dogs for meat. And, so many claimed, furtively in many places, men and women ate their little children, and even other peoples.
Catastrophe scythed through Europe's population. From famine, cold and plague, the poor looked to their kings for help. But the power of death served only to strengthen the power of the state. The kings rewarded the poor with oppressive laws and harsh taxes. The rich feasted, while the graves for the poor were filled.